Bilkis's case and the remission of the convicts. The Supreme Court has now been told, and shifting our focus here, ladies and gentlemen, of course. I don't know what newspaper it was on. I do remember what exactly was said in the court. And this is what the Supreme Court was told. The Supreme Court was told that the 11 convicts and the remission of these convicts, the early release, it was illegal. Why was this illegal? Because the 11 convicts ignored a trial court's default sentence of 2 years for non-payment of a fine. So, because they did not pay a fine, there was already a default sentence of 2 years by a trial court. On the other hand, the Gujarat government, what the Gujarat government says, see right over there, release ignored, 2-year trial court default sentence for not paying fine. Now, SC was told that the Bilkis case remissions were illegal. The Gujarat government has said that there was no vested interest in ordering this early release here. All right. Mahua Moitra was also there, I think, in the Supreme Court. But what do you have to say? What do you think? The remission in itself and those visuals, I just can't seem to take them out of my head. I agree with the fact that everybody needs to get another chance. Everybody should be forgiven. That's what we're taught, right? But for heinous crimes like these, 11 convicts, convicted for 3 gang rapes. Well, all convicted in 2008. Kabir, imagine the plight of Bilkis Bano. Put yourself in Bilkis Bano's shoes.
Issue over here is about, I mean, at least the court is debating whether that remission part of it, what it did was right or wrong. The Supreme Court itself is in fact looking into that particular aspect where it ordered the remission factor. I asked the Gujarat government to take up the issue about the remission of the people who had given that plea asking for cutting short of their sentence, whether it was right on the part of the Supreme Court itself. So there is some soul searching that is happening. But the fact remains is that when it comes to such a huge case, I mean, we know which year this happened and how this had affected, and what is the message, that larger message they are trying to send, that after a heinous crime, that you will be actually be able to get your sentence shortened. And what was this heinous crime? A pregnant woman was violated, and her 3-year-old, or I think a 3 or 4-year-old child was killed in front of her. This is the kind of suffering that she went through.
Right.
So,
I mean, that's the kind of example we're setting, that you can carry out a heinous crime like this and come out on an early release, be garlanded, be fed laddus right when you're out. That just doesn't cut ice with me personally, and in my limited opinion, it shouldn't fly absolutely.